Hi there, it's Saturday, which means it's time for another Bath & Body Works ritual haul. My name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel. Have a rather small haul today. Wasn't a whole lot going on at the outlet. I found a couple of discount things, and then I snagged some Single-Wicks because guess what, y'all? On Thursday, it was the $10. They were advertising it like, oh, get them now, the sale's ending today. And I mentioned it wasn't a good sale and there's better prices. Well, they pushed us to buy them at $10 because today there's a special sale and they're $5.95. So I did pick up a couple of Single-Wicks, and then I had 2 BOPIS orders to pick up. One from the room spray sale last weekend. I think that was Easter Sunday. I want to say the room sprays went on sale. And then I had some Pocketbacs that I picked up that I bought yesterday. So I'm going to go through these, share with you my savings, and tell you what I got. I'm going to start, I think, let's start with the candles. So they had the new series that looks like this with these like stripes here. Also, it's not a wraparound stripe, so it's not going to illuminate quite as well as I thought it might. If these were wraparound, the light would glow through the clear parts, but not the white parts, and would illuminate on the wall. I don't think it's going to be as effective with it just being on the front. But they have a new series, a new collection with this sort of label, and I was able to smell, what's the other one that's got, is it like got caramel corn in it or something? It reminds me a lot, actually I'll put a picture up here, I don't remember what it's called. But it reminds me a lot of Goose Creek's Trick or Treat fragrance. Not a huge fan of that, so I skipped that one. But I did pick up this sweet tea and lemonade because I love this fragrance in the 3-Wick, and I'm really happy to see it back this year. It's yellow, although I kind of wish it was more of a tea color, but that's fine. They went with the lemonade color instead. Scent notes are brewed, sweet tea, fresh squeezed lemons, and sugar crystals. And y'all, this one is just a gorgeous tea lemon fragrance. It smells a lot like the sugared lemon candle. It's just sugary, like sugar crystal sugary. Lemon is juicy and bright, but not too bright. And then you've got an actual black tea note, which I'm finding with my tea series is a little bit elusive in a lot of tea candles that I've been testing. So this one actually, you do get that black tea as kind of a base note in there. And it kind of just smells like a classic Lipton's black tea with some sugar and lemon, like what you would expect of like a southern sweet tea. I love it. Gorgeous. This one has the kind of traditional thin stiff, kind of a ropey wick in there. By the way, you're seeing Peebs in the background. We finally got the biopsy results back from his fat mass that was near his tail, and it is not cancer, so he has the all clear for health. It is just a fat ball. Vet said for now we're going to leave it in, but if it gets too big, they're going to want to remove it anyhow. But for now, he's a safe little guy, so that's good news. I wanted to share that with y'all because I know some of you were concerned about him. The second one I got is the Oceanside Lavender, and this is one that I saw during SAS this winter, did not pick it up in the 3-Wick format, regretted it, and then was really happy that they're bringing it back this summer. Hopefully this comes out in a 3-Wick because I do really like this candle. Scent notes are wild lavender, sweet sandalwood, and calming waves. I love the sandalwood that's in this. I feel like it's sandalwood first, and then you get a hint of that lavender in there, and they just play really nicely with each other. The sandalwood is kind of deep and earthy and kind of grounding, and then the lavender is both sweet and earthy, but also just a little bit sharp, and it just helps tone down the earthiness of the sandalwood and bring in just a little something that feels a little bit zesty in there. Yeah. Really like perfect for summer, and I have a whole bunch of lavender candles that I'm going to be burning probably in my June rotation. I might bring some of them into May, but I really love lavender fragrances. And this one has purple wax, same type of wick. Both of these just have, it's kind of like a gold tinted lid. And then there was another one in that series. I'll put a picture of it up here. I couldn't find that in the stores. I just had access to the 3 and really only liked those 2. So those were each on sale for $5.95. Originally, when I thought these were going to be 2 for $20, I was just going to use rewards, but I'm willing to pay $5.95 for those because that's a good sale price. The other thing I did was pick up my BOPIS for the Pocketbacs. Now these were $1. Whoops, these were $1 yesterday, so I did snag some. I got the Sweetest song for the hubs because he loves this fragrance. We did end up bringing the perfume back because he wore it, and I'm pretty sensitive to perfumes and I don't wear them myself, and it was giving me a headache. So the perfume is too strong. Little hesitant about the Pocketbacs because usually when the alcohol wears off, you just have like pure fragrance, and I'm afraid this might be too strong as well. But for $1, we're gonna give it a try. So we got him the Sweetest song. And then in case you haven't heard about the scent notes of Sweetest song, they are blush raspberries, sugar crystals, and whipped musk. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's hard to get scents with the alcohol that's in here. The Sweetest song it's just kind of fruity, and I feel like it's perfumey, very feminine. Doesn't smell too strong in this, but again, once that alcohol wears off, it can affect it. I also picked up Midnight Blue Citrus. This is one of the hub's favorite scents. And then also I got him, let's see, it's in here, the Agave, Sweet Orange and Agave, because he wanted that one too. So he loves the citrus fragrances. This one, I'm pretty sure, was that this month or last month? Got through this one. I know it was in one of my empties videos in candle form. This one has scent notes of juicy citrus, spring water, and sweet mango. So you get the brightness from the citrus, but then the sweetness from the mango. I feel like it's well balanced. So he's gonna give that one a whirl. And then the Sweet Orange and Agave has scent notes of effervescent citrus, golden agave, and jasmine musk. I can't really smell this one at all. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. In general, I like these hand sanitizers. I keep them in my work bag because I'm constantly like touching students' desks and shared whiteboard markers, and there's just almost like, I need hand sanitizer at work. Yeah, juicy, really juicy. I feel like that musk maybe is helping to tone down some of the brightness. And given it's jasmine musk, I'm not smelling like a white floral, which is nice. So just a sweet, juicy orange fragrance. And then I picked up 2 of the Disney Princess Belle Pocketbacs. These are the first Pocketbacs of the Princess line I bought. I did actually have Gardenia in my order, but they canceled it. The one, Cinderella, the Gardenia one. So it was kind of sad I didn't get my hands on that for $1, but I got 2 Belle instead, and this one is Rose Petals, Sparkling Buttercup, and Whipped Vanilla. Y'all, this is my favorite rose fragrance. I know for some people it was not their favorite because they think it smells more like lychee or some sort of fruit. I really just think it smells like a really sweet rose. I love it. I don't get vanilla. I might be nose blind to that in there. I think others have said they can smell the vanilla. I can't. I really just get what smells like a rose. So grab 2 of those, and then got 1 more for the hubs, the Iced Lemon Poundcake, and this is the moisturizing version. This was the only one they had available at the outlet store. This one's sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, fluffy pound cake, and whipped cream. And I feel like the moisturizing ones I don't like as much. They're a little bit goopy, but they also don't dry your hands out as much, which is good if you're using it a lot. So I tend to think of these more as like, this is for when I go shopping and I'm touching a lot of stuff and going in and out of my car using sanitizer. This one's probably better because I'll be frequently using it, and that way it won't dry out my hands. Whereas these I just use at work and usually wipe my hands down after I'm done teaching. So those 6 are the Pocketbacs I got. And then I did have a BOPIS order and picked up 3 room sprays. One of them is the Flowers for Mom. This one was a little bit hard to find, and honestly, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's pretty floral, and I tried it in the store. This is what happens to me all the time. I tried it in the store. I'm looking up the scent notes, so that's why I'm looking distracted. And thought, oh, well, this smells really good. I really like it. I'm going to pick that up at the next room spray sale. And then I got it home and sprayed it, and I'm like, ooh, that's really floral. And once again, I feel like in the store, you're so overwhelmed with fragrance and in particular florals that this probably smelled light and now it's just super strong. That peony scent that's in here plus the lily that's in here makes this just very, very sharp. So we'll see. I'm going to give it another test, and if it's still too strong, I'll probably give it away. It's really pretty. I mean, I love peony fragrances. I'm not always a fan of lily. And then there's also a Lotus Rose fragrance in here. So you get the rose and the peony that really play well off of each other. And then I think it's the white lily that's just kind of sending it over the edge. But I do like the label. It's got like little butterflies on it in the background. I did try to get it into the night room spray because the one that I have is almost gone. But it got canceled, so I was sad about that. Did snag linen and lavender, however. This one I actually smelled in store with my sister when I was up in the Pacific Northwest last week and was like, yeah, when these go on sale, I have to snag this one because it smells delicious. This one has scent notes of crisp linen, lavender, sea salt, and fresh air breeze. I'll go ahead and just spray it because I haven't sprayed this one yet. Oh, yes. You get like the classic linen fragrance, but then I feel like the lavender is heightened because sometimes I feel like linen or laundry fragrances have lavender, but it kind of feels more of like it's embedded in the laundry notes. And this one, I feel like I'm getting linen and a lot of lavender. So if you like linen, you like lavender, you like that laundry fresh vibe, this is the good one. I like it. Probably just literally walk through the house and spray this on Sundays when I clean and have all my laundry candles going. It's gonna be a lot, but that's okay. And then I picked up Perfect in Pink for the hubs. I can't believe I didn't have this already. Like I don't think I haven't bought this before, which seems strange to me because it's his favorite scent and I would assume that we would have had one of these. But either it got lost or we've never bought it before, so I did pick this one up. It's Vibrant Cherries, Pink Camilla, and Whipped Almond Cream. I love this one. He loves this one. Yeah, it's just, I don't feel like I get the Camilla, but the cherry note is, it's like a fruity, almost like a pie cherry note, so it doesn't like ring medicinal. It's just kind of sweet and jammy. And then that almond cream kind of just smells like marzipan. It's really pleasant. I like that one a lot. Okay, and then we've got 3 items that I picked up at the outlet store on discount. They had some of the shower steamers in the eucalyptus and lavender. This is my favorite aromatherapy line in recent years. I actually just gifted my sister a whole bag of eucalyptus and lavender product. They did not have the steamers before I went on the trip, otherwise she would have gotten a set of these as well. But they did have these for 75% off at the store today. So these ended up being $4.99, normally $19.95. And I think before I said there's 5 in here, but there's actually 6 tablets. They come individually wrapped so you don't lose the fragrance and the ones that you aren't using. I just love this scent. It's so clean and earthy. You get the kind of minty eucalyptus note with the sweet, earthy lavender. It's simple. It's pretty. I have this in the, it's like the mist, the oil mist that you can spray. And I would be spraying that in the shower, but I saw these and was like, maybe I'll just do both because I absolutely love this fragrance. And I have it in the body wash. I have it in the body cream too, but it's really strong. So I've designated it only for like a foot cream. So I did pick up 2 of these. And then the last thing, they finally marked this down. I think a couple weeks ago I snagged one of these. They were half price. My husband wanted it for his work bag. And they recently dropped these down to $2. So normally $8.95. I was able to pick it up for $2. And this is the Black Chamomile Moonlight Zen Aromatherapy Travel Size Body Cream. And you can tell this is the international market version because it's got French on it. So I'm guessing these are ones they were normally intending to sell elsewhere. There's also additional foreign languages on the back here. So not necessarily the quote-unquote American version, but it's the same scent, y'all. It's just a different label. And that's really common at the outlet store that I shop at. There's a lot of international market product. So I'm guessing they have stuff either in the warehouse that they ship to the outlets, or maybe it's not doing well in the international stores and they send it back to the US. Yeah, this fragrance is just beautiful. Let's see if the scent notes are on here. Yeah, the scent notes aren't on here, but it just says Black Chamomile on the label. It's a very mild fragrance. It's not overwhelming. If you're sensitive to any sort of scent notes, it could be in body creams or body care, this is definitely a go-to for you. It's not offensive. I know I've said in a previous video, but like if my hands look dry right before I film, this is what I put on because it's a really good moisturizer, but it's not super potent, so I don't feel like it's going to overwhelm my senses when I'm trying to smell other products to give you all insights into what I'm smelling. So I love this. I love this one. So does he. So we picked up another one. Can't have too much of that. Okay, so for the outlet store, so that's the 2 shower steamers, the 2 single wicks, and the black chamomile travel lotion. Subtotal was $23.88, and I saved $58.87. And then, of course, I don't have receipts for the BOPIS stuff, but the Pocketbacs were, I think, like $6.60 with tax. And the room sprays would have been, I think, around like $17, $18 because I think they were $5 a piece plus tax. So altogether, we're talking about, where am I at? 23, 29, another 15. Yeah, about $45 for the haul. And pretty good savings considering how much everything was on sale. All right, y'all, did you pick anything up this weekend? If so, put those in the comments below. I would love to know what you shopped during these sales that are happening right now. 3 wicks did go on sale for $14.95. Not the best price, but they did have the new 3 wicks in store. I think there's 5 of them total. Did you pick up any of those? Also, I'm curious about your thoughts. There's the new one that I was really excited about. I'm going to put a picture up here because I don't remember the name. It's okay. I'm not as impressed as I thought I would be, so we'll see. I'll probably still snag it if there's a good sale, but I was hoping for a little bit more with that one. At any rate, I would love to know what you've picked up and what you're excited about this weekend if you're also doing a Bath & Body Works haul. Also, do you have a ritual where you go with anybody? Right, I go with my hubs every weekend and we get breakfast and go shopping and pick up our Bath & Body Works products and then come home. Do you have a ritual like that, and who do you go with? I'd love to know more about that. Also, speaking of the hubs, tomorrow you will finally meet him. We are wrapping up the editing of our video on the Kringle 3 wicks. We got 9 of them total, plus 2 of their reserve candles that we're going to do first cold impression and first burn impression for y'all. So you get to meet him tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that video. And if you want to see more of my content and you aren't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciated this content, and I will see you again tomorrow with the hubs. And I can't wait for y'all to meet him. Yeah, he's just a cool dude. I'm excited to share his personality and who he is with y'all. All right, have a good rest of your Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.